Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Transformation Tuesday, July 22nd, and welcome to an all-new episode of Style by Stevie. This is my very first interview for today's show, Fashion Dolls, before the main show, which will be at 4. But we decided to move the time up because my very special guest has to work. I can't keep him, but he is one of the newest cast members of Real Life ATL. So please join me as we welcome to the Dollhouse, Fashion Dolls, Country Boy Kiki. Make sure you head on over and subscribe to his channel and check out the panel we just recently did from Saturday. Pretty good.
Hello, everybody.
Yes. How are you?
I'm
Welcome. Hello.
great. Thank you. I'm great. I'm doing good.
Such a pleasure to have you here. So before we kick off this interview, how has 2025 been for you so far?
It has been amazing. I'm elevating every single day. It has been amazing.
Yes. Yes, yes. And so much to come for you in the future. You are right
Yes.
now in prime. You're one of the newest cast members of Real Life ATL, which we will get into. But I like to start at the origin of your story. Tell us, who is Country Boy Kiki, and
Well,
when did you develop a passion for music?
I am countryboykeekee. I am from Meridian, Mississippi. Um, I moved to Atlanta. I've been here about 4 years now, and I am a rap artist. Back in Mississippi, I was not doing music at all, but the only music I was doing, I was writing. I did a lot of writing. See, in Mississippi, there's not many connections out there. There's not many studios you can go to. So as I was able to get up more, I moved to Atlanta, and the connections just came to me. I was able to find studios. I would network on the showcases, performing, and from that point on, I met somebody. He did music too. My friend J Dot did music too, and he introduced me into studios and networking and more. And I finally put out my first song, and it's been up from there. I just been putting out music.
And now you're on Real Life ATL. You're one of the newest cast members on the show. J. Dot is also on the show, and I had one of your castmates on, Misha, the beautiful Misha Robinson,
Yes,
and we got to
Misha.
have a heart-to-heart conversation, and it was just amazing meeting her. Her energy is everything, but she's going to be involved in some drama this season. She
Oh
said it
yeah,
when she was here during our interview. But
yeah.
overall, this season right here, we saw the dinner that Misha and the other cast member, hopefully I'll get to interview him. I don't know if Mr. Ruffin set it up, but they set up the dinner and the new cast members got acquainted. Everyone was getting acquainted. It was sort of like
Hmm.
a dinner. It was like game night as well, too, where everybody got to ask each other, go around the table and ask each other questions.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you, Alvin. Yes, that was a great conversation. And I want to bring Misha back to come on. I've told Mr. Ruffin he enjoyed it himself. So I told him, I said, we got to do this again. I got to have her back on because we just instantly clicked when we first met. And she has the type of personality that you will fall in love with her instantly. Like, I don't
Yes,
have any.
Misha is a great person. She's an amazing person. Always fun to be around.
She is. She's a sweetheart. And she's a fashion
Hmm.
girl, like I'm a fashion girl
Oh
myself. So
yes.
we clicked instantly
Oh
when
yeah.
we
I be
first
seeing y'all. I be especially you. I be seeing you.
for you with music ties into style as well too. So musically, for you, who have been some of your influences growing up?
Two of my influences has been Tupac. That's my number one.
Oh,
He has been I had listened to him ever since I was small. Like I just love his lyrics and how he put words together. It's just amazing. And like I said, I'm also I know you know Paul Wall. I love him
yes,
too. Like I have been told before, like I got like a little southern accent to me, like a little Texas.
you do.
And like yeah, Paul Wall is my second like person. Like, I wish he was like still doing music today, but the music he did put out, it inspired me more and more and more. So like Tupac and Paul Wall are my top two people, artists that influenced me to the music.
For sure. And I could tell with your southern accent, we're both from the South. I'm from South Carolina. And
Okay.
the southern hospitality just keeps on going. So that's why we're vibing here. And I feel
Yes.
your big. is just like the Southern your accent. Some people say if you're from the South, you have an accent, but we can really tell it's there. The Southern drawl
Yeah,
is
I
there.
know, I know. Yeah, I get that all the time. You got that Mississippi accent. Yeah, I know it. At first, I was kind of like iffy about it, but you know what? Hey, I'm from the South. You know, I got the accent. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So you mentioned J Dot.
Mhm,
Are there any castmates that you've clicked with? Because I know what it's like to be a new cast member on set for this
mhm,
season for Real Life ATL. Are there any other castmates that you clicked with during the show? Because I've seen the chemistry already at the
mhm,
dinner at the go round table with you guys, already meeting each other for the first time. So much
mhm.
fun and having that icebreaker, that game. I thought that was genius. What Misha and I cannot remember his name. It starts with a T. I think it's Taiwan. One of the two.
Taiwan, Taiwan.
Yeah, Taiwan, Misha. They got together and they met and said, let's do something, which I think is great because you're going into your new
Yeah.
season. What are some things you've learned this season? What have these things this season taught you about yourself going into it? All new.
I learned to speak my mind more and not just always just stay quiet in a sense. Because I'm not gonna lie, and throughout the season, you're gonna see me a little quiet and stuff like that until I get into my little altercations with people, and you'll see me a little louder.
Okay, let's wait for
But
that.
right, it's gonna be good. It'll be something to watch. But and I also learned like not to befriend somebody so quickly, and I also learned, you might call somebody your best friend, you might see them this way, but they don't see you back that way. And I have to say, that I gotta be fine with that. I gotta know like I gotta be all right with that, basically. So, but I this season I showed some of my music. I did, but I feel like I didn't do enough. Well, I didn't do enough, but I feel like I was getting back into music. So next season you're gonna see me do a lot of more music. You really are.
And that's just it. It's coming. I'm seeing you all coming in. Welcome. We are here with Country Boy Kiki, and we are talking all things real life ATL. The newest season. I'm not sure if you guys caught up on the first two episodes. You need to go back and check it out. Go and subscribe and check it out. The first
So
two
y'all go check
episodes.
that out. Real life
Yes, and
reality.
to come. So, what can we expect from you this season? Being one of the newest faces, one of the newest cast members, and of course, we got to see Jamie as well in the first episode. Jamie's one
Hmm.
of the OG castmates of Real Life ATL, and
Yeah,
he
that's my
also,
brother right there. Hmm.
yes, I love Jamie. I had the pleasure of interviewing Jamie, but this is in the past. I think this is when the show was just kicking off, just starting. I think the second season.
Yeah,
You got-
it was another TV show. He was on OG of
Yes.
that. Mm.
So, for you, what can we expect this season? Of course, your music, but what else can we
Mm.
expect to do this
You can expect you're gonna see like basically telling my story. Like you're gonna see where I was talked about. I came to a point in my life where I couldn't do music no more. I was homeless. I just had to do a pause on music, and people just asked me, "Where the music at? Where the music at?" And and it just upset me so much because I couldn't tell them. I didn't want to tell them my story, but I just had just keep telling them, "It's coming, it's coming, it's coming." So I finally on the show you're gonna see me. I finally put out new music, and I'm finally getting back in my element. Things is started. My life was getting better. It was getting better, so I was able to start back doing music. And also you'll meet my manager. Um, and you'll see I did a good showcase and really just based about my music, about my downfall in the music and my upcoming and getting back on the road, the right road.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a downfall. You said downfall, but I see it more so as every artist has a period where they have to reinvent themselves and
Mm-hmm.
discover themselves. Like, thank you for being transparent because a lot of people get in the music business and they think that it is just, oh, I'm gonna get my awards, I'm gonna get my Oscars, my Grammys, I'm gonna get all of this, that, and the third and the other. It's the
I
glitz and
mean,
glam aspect of it. But you are showcasing what I love about real life ATL and real life period, the whole franchise is that Mr. Ruffin, he showcases each and every one of you guys' stabilities as it pertains
yes.
to music, as it pertains to going in the studio. We get to see that. We get to see you guys perform in action.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas there are other platforms that are for us in the LGBTQIA plus community that don't really showcase. They look for the drama, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But showcase our talent as
Yeah,
well too.
talent. Yeah,
Showcase
yeah.
something
Like I
different.
said, you're gonna see my talent. Then you're gonna see my little drama here and there, but you're gonna see my talent. Though you're gonna see my storyline of my music. While I'm here getting filmed, but like I said, you're gonna see my little drama.
Of course, they want that. They want the
Yeah, they
drama, and
want
we love it.
that.
But we want to also see the music aspect as well too, and that's what a lot of people are
Right.
getting of. And shout outs to Mr. Ruffin for highlighting that, bringing on new
Yeah.
artists, creating shows. Yes, you'll see the drama, but it
Mm,
focuses solely on you guys' musical stabilities and just where you
right.
stand in the industry. There's
And
different genres.
I appreciate Gregory for that though because like he give me this platform to like even like to I'm out there but to put myself out there more though and give me views and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that. Like real life and reality like so far even like the first episode it's only been the first episode but I've been getting followers, I've been getting people inboxing me, oh you do music I didn't know. And I'm like, what? But I like the interaction, I like the attention that I'm getting from
And more and more people will open up to you,
it.
just like with me
Oh
doing
yeah.
this
Uh,
platform.
uh,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
oh no. We got 14 more episodes. So yeah, it's gonna be I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more people inbox me, more attention, more attention.
And it's more and more to come. I love what
Mm.
Lauren Duvall just said. Music is one of the hardest mediums to excel in. It's one of the few professions that relies on new material and fresh perspectives all the time. And he also says, congratulations on overcoming.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you is not lying about that. Yeah, music is it's kind of hard being in this music industry. Like it's a lot of ups and downs. A lot of, some people just if you're looking on the outside, you're thinking like, oh, it's so easy for them like that because like me, I work hard because you got to pay for this music. You got to pay for music videos. Sometimes podcast you got to pay for this stuff so like the music costs. And I think that's why I'm so balancing my music and my living arrangements stuff like that. I got that's why I work and I go hard. So just like I go hard because like right after this, I got be to work. Gotta make that money. Gotta make that money for this music.
Thank you for saying that because a lot of people think that it is easy being an independent
Oh
artist. No, it is
no.
not. You are
Mm-mm.
funding yourself. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
musical aspect, you're having to pay for your own equipment. You're having to pay
Mm-hmm.
for if you want to bring in another engineer, you gotta have to pay the engineer to come in. You're gonna
Right.
have to do the mixing, the mastering, all of that. Is coming out of your pocket. There is no record label behind you, but
Right.
independent is the way to go. But keep in mind, it is costly because you are having to spend your own money.
Oh,
Now,
money.
from
Yes.
my point, where I'm hosting this platform, I'm not behind some big corporate brand or someone sponsoring me. No, I'm doing this
Mm-hmm.
independently. The fashions, the hair, the makeup, my team, all of that is coming from me. That is coming from me and what I love to do. No one has to send me a penny for it. And I don't get paid for doing this. I do this because I love this. This is something that I'm passionate about. I've always wanted to host a talk show, but it is costly. Being independent, being like an influencer, it
Right.
is costly because you have to spend money to change up your look. And then being a woman, women, we change up our looks a lot. So
Right.
one thing you notice about me in all of my interviews, as Country Boy Kiki just said in the beginning about me and Misha even said that we're both women. We don't like to stay the same. We're always evolving. We're
Right.
always
Right.
changing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not staying the same. One day I could have black hair. The next I could have green hair. So women,
Mm-hmm.
we always have to turn it up a notch. It always has to be something extra.
Right.
So that's what it is. It's expensive, but to anybody that is looking to become an independent artist, that was my next question for you. What advice would you give?
Um. Go hard, work for what you gotta pay for. Like if your mind is set to it, so like that, make it happen. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Like so many people told me, like before I even moved to Atlanta, like, oh, you're not gonna make it as a rapper. You know how much this stuff costs and it kind of toned me down. But then when finally moved to Atlanta, though, I just saw so many. What they were talking about, I wasn't. That wasn't even that
One
wasn't.
in, right out of the other, right?
Yes, because like what, like yeah, and I can say yeah, I have made because now people looking at me like I'm not even signed yet. But people back home in Mississippi, they looking at our page and oh, okay. They thinking I'm on, but I'm not even like on like where I want to be at just yet. But they thinking, they see from looking on the outside, they see me, I'm doing it. They see me.
And that's because you're putting in the work. You're honing in on
Right.
your craft. And I see the performance highlights on your page. I see your dedication to this. I went and I subbed your channel because I will have him tagged so you guys can go and check out his music at the
Yeah,
end
go
of
check me
our.
out.
But people see your craft at first, and don't you just hate that when people doubt you? They doubt your talent, your skill.
Yeah.
And
But you know
sometimes,
what?
no shade, it comes from our family sometimes. You're like a
Hmm.
parent, but our parents are doing it in a way of being protected. They're just like, you want to get into music? Like I told my mom I wanted to host a talk show. And my father's a Marine vet, truck driver, and you know if you got a parent that served in the service or a military or Marines, you know how they
Hmm.
operate and how they get down.
Yeah.
It was
Hmm.
stern with an iron fist. It was you gonna have a backup plan. What's gonna be your backup plan? My backup plan was I took up, if you go back and you check out the interview that I did with Misha in the beginning, I bought my paperwork certifying that I was a cosmetologist because I took up beauty school and I
Oh,
graduated
okay.
in 2012, 2013. So I always have something to fall back on, not just Style by Stevie. Yes, I love it. Being able to talk about the current beauty products, the current fashions that are coming out and things. But I also take advantage of my gift and I use my gift. So
Alright.
doubting. That was another question that I wanted to ask you. Your parents are just like, you're gonna have a backup plan. What if you don't make it in the business? What's gonna be your plan?
Well, I can't necessarily say like my parents like doubted me and my music because like they didn't like see they didn't know that I really was like into it and music because like I really wasn't doing nothing. Like I said, it was no connections or anything. But but to myself, what I said to myself though, like if I said this music thing don't work out, like I have something to follow on. I never been to like the college or anything stuff like that, but even like in like the restaurant business stuff like that, I'm certified. I always been in management. So and I have my certificates for my serve stage to be and certified to be a manager. Like I can go to any big restaurant, I can become a manager just because I had those certificates behind me.
Absolutely. And it goes to
Hmm.
show you that we have to go through all of these things to get to the next phase of our career, the next phase of our
Right.
life.
Hmm.
Like a lot of artists, we hear their stories about, how they got their rise to fame or claim to fame. Some people have gotten discovered just from their demo tapes. The old, that was way back in the day. Now
Right.
we're in a generation where it is instant, viral. It is about likes. It is about notability. It is about
Right.
notoriety. It is about all of these things. One click, you can post something. And thank God for YouTube because you now can put your talent out there. I've seen so many artists do so many covers, so many hip hop artists such as yourself that are on the rise, that are following right along with you, and it's
Mhm.
all like in unison, one band, one sound, but we're all going into it our own way collectively. And shout outs to all of these artists such as yourself and so
Yes.
many others that are coming out that are saying, okay, we want something different, we want to do something different, but we also want to do it on our own terms. Creativity. So
Right.
for you as a artist, as a rap artist, writing, where do you get the inspiration from to write?
I get the inspiration right from. Let me see. I just like to write. I like to. I always been good with rhyming and words in my head, wordplay. Like I always been good with it. Like that's a gift that I have. Like I can write. Even if you're not even a rapper, I can write your song, and after you gotta do repeat it, and it's gonna be good. You're gonna like it. You're gonna feel yourself. Like, and that's another thing I said. Like, if this music thing didn't really just work off me, like I would love to be a ghostwriter, especially for female rappers. I would love to be one.
And it's
Like,
so many out here now,
mm,
currently. See so many women rappers out here. And one of my favorites personally is Doechii. I love Doechii. I think
oh yeah, I
Doechii
love
is
it too. Yes.
very innovative. She's so talented. And just her vision, if you watch her videos, it's another artist that I wouldn't even, they're similar in a way, but you can't compare them. You just can't put your finger on it. It's a female rap artist by the name of Tierra Whack. And she reminds me, both of
Mhm.
them remind me, if you look at it, go back and watch Missy Elliott's music videos, and then watch Doechii, and then watch Tierra Whack, and tell me you don't get that same similar feel, where it's like, wow, the music videos are innovative, their messaging is there, the visuals are there, they can,
Mhm.
and they also have writers like yourself that write for them. So it is key. I would love to see that. and I could see that, and
Yeah.
I manifested that.
Yeah, I think I would be a good ghostwriter. I really do. I think I'd be real good. Especially for a female rapper though. I'd be real
That's the thing. The
good.
industry is so male dominated, but these women like Doechii, like Doja
Oh,
Cat, like
the
all
girls taking over. The girls taking
yeah,
over.
JT, all of them, the women are dominating the
Yeah.
rap game. It's so many. They're all coming out with new projects each day or going on tour and
Hmm.
performing and doing what they love, as well as for you. The male rappers out here is so many that are like, if I'm not mistaken, I think SZA and Kendrick are still on tour.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
they
not.
still on tour.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
they
still on
still.
tour, still performing. So it's showing you that these artists are passionate about what they do, passionate about their craft. And when you're
Hmm.
passionate about something, you showcase what you love with the world. And the audience will take on to that because you're not only telling
Right.
your story, but you're telling their story in a way because you can relate to, they can, us, the listeners, can relate to what the artists are saying. And
Right.
I think that that is key and crucial and critical for every one of us as artists, as storytellers, to remember that you are not only telling your story, but someone can walk up to you, and I'm pretty sure you've gotten DMs from both of us being from the South. I don't know what it is about us being from the South, where we click instantly that warm Southern hospitality with
Yes, I feel like we just got we got a big heart, warming heart. I
yeah,
really feel like that. But until you fuck us over, so yeah, and you get that.
that's
But
where
we're
that
like
comes from. Right.
we are so loving though.
Absolutely. It's that warm Southern hospitality. It's like sweet apple pie.
Yes.
And everybody just gravitates towards that, especially us, the listeners, the consumers. We're listening to the music and we're sitting there like, ooh, wow. That was another question I wanted to ask you as well too. What was the very first hip hop album that you've listened to in your younger years?
Oh, the
That
first ever I
yes,
listened
the
to.
first
That's a good question. Oh my God. I don't know, I can't remember the first one I listened to. But I can't remember the first one, but like I want to say another artist. I mean, I like him. He's not one of my like top two artists, but like Yo Gotti. Like I always like mixtape, like cocaine music. Like I like like all of those. And that's it is another one. He know how to rap too. Yeah, he got a lot real good wordplay. So yeah, I say Yo Gotti. That's not the first album I know I listened to, but like it's one of my best albums though. I mean, it was just mixtape though, but.
shout outs to my brother K Tukes85, host of the K Tuke Spot. Make sure you guys please go and check him out and subscribe. And we've done some collaborations as well too. And we're gonna get into collaborations. If you had a dream collaboration for an artist, because you said you would like the ghost rap for a female rapper, my two first hip hop albums that I listened to, one was years later. The first one would have to be The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and that album is so pivotal. Like Lauryn Hill, I just love how can I say it about her? She has a way of messaging through the times. Whether she's
Mm,
singing about the X Factor or she has a song on there that she dedicated to her son on the first album, which was The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. You have to go back and listen to it. Um, and then the second one would have to be Lil Kim Hardcore. And I had to wait years later to listen to that. If you know, you know. Because Kim went there as far as being a
mm,
woman, as far as having control over your sexuality. Kim went there. So I asked my sister because my sister was big on albums, and whenever I would call her in New York and ask her, "Could do you have this album or this album?" The ones that I
mm.
got, because I said, "Can you send me Lil Kim Hardcore?" She was like, "No, I'm not sending you that album. It has the parental advisory sticker on it, and if you go back and look at it, it is there." So
Mm,
the albums that she sent me were Destiny's Child for Destiny's Fulfilled, and then Destiny's Writing on the Wall, Destiny's Child's Writing on the Wall, and then the
mm.
third was I can't remember. I think it was TLC Fan Mail, but I kept breaking the cassette. I wore it out so much. But she said, "No, you can have Destiny's Child, you can have Beyonce all day, but I'm not sending you this album." I was like, "Ah," so I had to wait until I got like teens to get it. to
Mm,
get to get Little Kim to listen to it. And then as I gotten older, I listened to it. I'm like, I'm no wonder why my sister didn't want me
right.
listening to it. Because if you listen to the intro on her album Hardcore, and you go back and you listen to the late Notorious B.I.G.'s intro, I think it was for the Ready to Die album, where the baby's on the cover.
Oh yeah.
Both similar intros in a way. So
Mm,
both similar. So that's why she didn't want me to listen. It was too grown up. It's a little bit adult for my taste.
right.
But as I got older, I could listen to Little Kim. Yes,
Mm,
yes, sure. But collaborations, because you mentioned wanting to write for other artists. If you could collab with an artist, who would your dream collaboration be?
mm. My dream collab would be well, female or male rapper.
It can be either one. You can have two. I even add two.
Okay. For a female rapper, I actually would like to collab with Erica Banks. She's a female rapper. Yeah, like her wordplay is crazy, and like and she's so consistent with her music, dropping music. Like every month, she's consistent, and I just love how she rhymes. I feel like my if I put a little verse on there, stuff like that, yeah, I'll make I'll be good. My second one, if I can get Power Water, just come out and do a song. I would love to do a song with her. I would
Manifestation.
love. Yes, I would love to do a song with him. Like, yeah, that southern, we both got that southern style. So like, yeah, that's gonna be good. That'll be a good single.
Manifestation is powerful. You never know. I've seen some of your castmates, they've met with some of their favorite artists.
Mm,
Some of them had the liberty of meeting with JT from the City Girls or whatever rap artist that they want to. So it can all align. I had the pleasure of interviewing the beautiful Vanessa Williams, and then I had the pleasure of
mm.
interviewing Tommy Davidson. As far as musical artists, I've had the pleasure of sitting down with 112. So a full 360 moment can happen anytime.
Or
I'm
speak
telling
to
you, if it
existence.
can happen for me, it will happen for you. And I'm rubbing that manifestation all over there in your
Like,
direction.
yeah, I receive
Make the
it.
collab happen because you never know. You never know.
Right.
Or, and I asked my guest AMG this yesterday. I said I manifested for him opening because he mentioned Wiz Khalifa, and I told him I said I could see you probably opening for Wiz. So who
Mm.
knows? Universe is powerful. Whatever you put out there, or you speak it into existence. Be careful what you ask for because you definitely will get it
Right.
in a good way, not a bad
Okay. Right, and
way.
I want it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What keeps you grounded to do music, to write, to perform? What is something that inspires
Um, Music is my life. Like I'm always thinking about music. I could be like in sitting and I'm thinking of a lyric, and so I'm putting on my phone out and I'm putting down in my notes. Like I'm always right. Like you might not. I can be in front of your face. We can have a whole conversation. But if you see me still in my phone like that, I'm not just looking at. I'm scrolling on Instagram or anything. I'm like really in my notes. I'm writing stuff down because I don't want to forget it later on. So like but I don't know. Just I guess just the love for music for me. Like I just every day, like I live music. I'm always thinking about music every single day. It's not a time I'm not thinking about. Even at work, I'm thinking about music. I'm putting my phone out, writing down lyrics on my notes. Like so, I don't know. I think this is naturally to me. Like I really like I said, I love been into music ever since I was small. Like and I always had had notebooks and I always just wrote.
that thing of writing and being able to put whatever you're feeling down on the paper is such a
mm,
good way to vent and put it out there to the world. Because after you've recorded the song, again, the listeners, we go back and we listen to it. And we could have a bad day. We could, something bad could have just happened to us, and we put on that one song
right.
and brings us back right around like, wow, this singer knows exactly what I'm feeling, or this
And yeah,
artist.
especially if you can relate to what they saying, like yeah, a song can touch you. It really can.
In many different ways. And I say this all
Hmm.
the time about artists. Artists have a way of healing. And we've seen stories, I kid you not,
Hmm.
I kid y'all not, about how people have woken up out of comas just from putting on a song. Literally.
Mm.
Look it up, it's out there. There are stories where people have put on a song for a family member or loved one who's in a coma, and they've literally woken up out of the coma because of the song. That's how powerful music is.
That's
Music is the
amazing.
medicine. They say it is the medicine to our souls, and I think that yes, we got doctors to help us, but musicians are the doctors as well too. You're administering medicine
Mm.
to us, the patients. We could have a bad day and we need a remedy, and your music is the remedy. We put it on in our car. We put it on while we're exercising, working out. We put it on in our downtime. And I'm a big Whitney Houston. Y'all know I'm a big
Okay.
Whitney fan.
Okay, Whitney.
So yes. What song did I always would take my hairbrush and sing of hers? It was How Will I Know, which is a
How would I
very
know?
pop, up-tempo song. I was
Mm.
watching a video just a few minutes ago, and YouTube will get you for copyright, but I don't know how she
Right.
was able to get squeeze Whitney in her video. I heard her voice come over the intercom in the store instantly in the girl's video, and I'm like, that's Whitney. So I was humming
Mm.
it. I was humming it. It's catchy. So it's little things. When I think of a song like that, when I think of Whitney, any one of her happy songs, whether it's So Emotional, I Want to Dance, or my favorite, which is How Will I Know? You just get up and dance. It's bubbly, it's fun. And then
Right.
music can also have a way of healing. So I could put on a song from, let's go to the gospel side. I love Yolanda Adams. I'm a big
Okay.
Yolanda Adams fan. And one of my favorite albums, which I feel as though is underrated, is More Than a Melody. And it's where she had the braids. Yolanda had the braids, and the covers, she's wearing the green and the purple. So yes, Yolanda Adams, I could put on what is it? This Too Shall Pass. That's one of my favorites. When I want a good cry, I will put on that song right there. So music has a way of making us release also
Please.
on the inside,
Mm.
causing us grief or stress. Crying is healthy, and music can also help you do that. So putting on a Yolanda Adams song. When I'm happy, I go to Whitney. Sometimes when I'm down and I just need that strength and just that release, I would go to Yolanda.
Yeah.
And that was going to be another question I wanted to ask you because I gave different emotions and a way of music artists healing through different emotions. So for you, what is your happy song and what is your song when you're feeling like, okay, I need strength right
So I said my happy song,
now?
Tupac,
And it
keep
can
your
be
head
one of
up.
your own. It can be one of your
Uh,
own.
well, Tupac, keep your head up. That's that he speaks now. He speaks to you, you know. And even if whenever I'm going through anything it's like that, I do have it in my playlist. I will play that song, and I'm always keep my head up. I'm not gonna let nothing bother me. He actually speaks to that song, stuff like that, and that gives me. I can go in and listen to it feeling sad, but when I'm done listening to it, I'll be alright. I'll be good. So another song that makes me like happy. That song makes me happy. Um, I don't know. I mean, I when I'm happy, I listen to my all my songs. All my songs make me happy. Cause like I'm like a person like I'm kind of like a hype person. My music like kind of like high. It's not too much like sadness, but I do in the near future I do want that song to tell my life story and tell
Yeah.
what I've been through and stuff like this. But I said my music makes me happy. Like I listen to my music all the time. If ain't nobody else streaming, I'm streaming.
And that's key. That's crucial. Your music has an up
Mm,
tempo because I was listening to some of your music before we came on,
mm,
and it gives you that feeling of happiness, that feeling of okay, yes, a lot going on, but I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna
right.
dance. I'm gonna be happy, and I'm gonna live my best life at the same time. And your music gives that. And again, that artistry, being able to connect with the audience in some certain way. The artist and the audience are not there together in the same room because the artist is recording the song. But after the
Right.
masterpiece is finished, we can easily go on. We're now in a day and age where we can upload. Everything is about how many streams you can get. Whereas back in the
Views.
day, for at least 5 cassettes or CDs. Columbia
Right.
House Records. Y'all remember? So I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
we've
I
come a
remember.
long way from that to now, from then to now, from the 90s until
Mm-hmm.
now in the current present day, where it's about streams, downloads. You can go and you can even we would record it as our ringtone if we had a favorite song.
Oh
Y'all remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. I mean, I remember
Yeah. And
that.
my mama, I was like, what are you doing? I caught her doing it one day. And she had a tape recorder, the old fashioned tape recorder. And I can't remember which gospel artist she was listening to, but she listened to a lot of gospel. It was Ransom, the late Ransom. And she put the tape recorder up to the TV. I'm like, Mommy, what are you doing? So she recorded the song on the TV. She loved it just that much. So all of these things, music has changed drastically. And that was something that I also wanted to ask you as well too. Uh, what can you predict as we're currently in 2025, pretty soon 2026 will be here. What can you predict that the music industry will come next? What will happen to music artists? We now in a day and age of AI, robots, all of that.
Right. I feel like in this, which is gonna be like, I mean, like I said, I do want to be a ghost writer. Like I said, this music stuff really don't work out, but I feel like with AI and stuff like that, it's gonna be you're gonna be able to use that for it to make you a song. That's why I feel like it might happen, it might not, but I feel like that's definitely probably gonna happen, and that's crazy. But
They can easily. I love Aaliyah too. I'm a big Aaliyah fan.
oh yeah,
Tragic
oh
what
yeah,
happened to her. I have
hmm
her album, her last album that I think it was her second last album that she recorded
I do
before.
too.
Yeah. And they can take your voice, how we're talking right now, because we
hmm
all have distinct voices. All of us have different things that we will do with our voice. We can make it sound different. They can take it and put it on another artist's song and use Aaliyah's voice. And I've seen it actually happen. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
holy
they
shit,
can do it.
sounds just like her. She's not even living, and her voice, like she had a very distinct sound. So,
Hmm
I mean, other artists can do that as well too. So it's pretty different. It's unique. AI is powerful. Technology is
Yeah, it
powerful.
is. Hmm
And what I'm predicting is a lot of artists not even having to go in the studio or machines not even wanting artists in the studio. They're gonna probably get bots to do it for the artists. So
Right.
not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but that's why we have to make sure that we own our masters, own your music, own
Yeah, that's
everything.
very
That
important. That's very important. And some people just think it's just like you just go into the studio and record. No, you gotta have your paperwork. You gotta have
yeah,
your stuff right. Like it ain't just come in the studio, record a song and put it out. Like no, you have to make sure you got your paperwork and stuff like that because now you could be losing money and you might lose money.
look at what happened
You
with
know.
TLC. Look
Yeah,
what happened with
they
TLC.
lost money. Yeah, and
Your
some
residual, everything need to come
yes,
in.
and some artists are not educated on that either. And that's something I do. I want to tell other artists if you're not, get educated on it. And you can always inbox me if you got a question. Like so I don't know everything, but what I do know and I do have a manager from one of my managers. And I ask my manager if I don't know somebody, I go to my manager, and I'm pretty sure she knows. And you got to Google it up. But like it's important to know where your money going to. And if you're supposed to be getting paid for that stuff like that, you need to be knowing like, okay, well my money going to. I need this. You don't want to get copyrighted and all that. Like you just need to know. You need to be on your shit. You need to know it ain't just going to start a studio and record a song. It's just not it. It's more come with
Absolutely.
it.
Because we've seen so many artists from all the way from Taylor Swift to Ashanti literally having to go back in the studio and re-record albums or re-record
Right.
music. So it is key and crucial that you understand the aspect of the business. Now, my brother K Tooks did an interview with Taj from SWB, and the same
Mm-hmm.
thing that I'm saying, Taj said in that interview with my brother K Tooks. Y'all head on over, subscribe to his channel, and check it out. He interviewed Taj, one third of the girl group SWB. And one thing she said that was key in his interview on the K2 spot was know the business. There's books out here
Right. Mm-hmm.
there's courses out here if you want to specialize in music production or dramatic arts, anything you want to know. There's books out here that can help you on that. We used to have programs that would showcase like Driven. Y'all remember Driven on BET? And then there
Mm-hmm.
was Behind the Music, VH1. I mean, there were so many programs unsung. There's so many out here that can help artists as to pertaining and maintaining your residuals, maintaining the
Mm-hmm.
masters to your music. Because we see a lot of artists, and I can say I love Michael Jackson and I love Prince. One thing Prince was very, very keen on was owning your masters, owning your music. He's probably got a lot of music locked away in Paisley Park. You ain't getting to that music. And the same
Mm-hmm.
for Tupac, the same for Whitney Houston, the same for Aaliyah. They probably have music in the vaults that we would never know about because their team made sure that the rights and everything is protected for these artists who are no longer here. And that is key and crucial. So no AI is getting to it if they're deeply protected. And another artist that I love, and everybody knows I adore her, Beyonce. Beyonce is, she does not play about her copy.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go ahead and try to sample her if you want to. The Parkwood Entertainment will come after. And I
Right,
can see
like
it now. She's in the
I'm pretty
SIP.
sure she up on her shit. Like she not playing about her music. She know the business. She know how it goes. Like even I think she learned that in her early stage from her daddy. Like
She
she
knows the
know
great.
she know the music business. She know. Like don't play with
Absolutely, like the
her.
back of her hand. Matthew
Hmm.
knows he's worked with so many other artists as well too. So it is
Right.
key, crucial that you understand the aspects of the music business because this is not for the faint-hearted. You get in the industry, yes, it's glitz and glam. They promise you everything on the first, but you got to
Right.
understand. Know what you're signing. That was one thing that Taj also said in that interview with my brother Kate. She said, don't just sign anything. Read over everything with a fine tooth comb. Know what you're doing, know who you're signing with, any management team, any record label. That's why you see a lot of artists that were signed to record labels say, I don't want to be signed to a label anymore. And then it's hard for them to
Right.
get out of the contract. I want to do this independent. I want to
And
promote projects
I
independently.
don't want to say I don't want to say it's some artists' fault that they do sign these contracts and then they want to be out of the deal. But like I feel like when they first going into it, I'm thinking they seen this the come of what they're supposed to be getting. Though. They're not looking at
You
anything else,
got it.
and that's sad. Like know the music business. That's all I'm gonna say. Know it. If you don't know, ask. Ask.
For sure, for sure.
Hmm.
How Country Boy Kiki can help you as well too. And there's
Yes,
a
I will.
plethora of artists that you can DM and ask
Hmm.
that will help you. Timberland, Timberland is out here listening to new up and coming artists. You can
Oh
ask him questions.
yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
sure of it. You can ask Jazzy Faye, who's where Country Boy Kiki is at in the Atlanta area. So I mean,
Yes.
it's so many artists that you can ask, so many producers that you can ask. Jermaine Dupri, who's also in the
Hmm.
A. So, I mean, it's
Hmm.
so many that can help you showcase you about mixing, mastering,
Yeah.
owning your masters, knowing
The
what you're signing
spreadsheets.
before you sign an
Hmm.
agreement, anything, and making sure that you get all of your residuals. Because for TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool, that album, which would have been their sophomore album, generated $75 million per
Hmm.
copy. And these girls were not seeing the residuals of it. So T-Boz rung the alarm and she said, where the hell is my check? And that's when Left Eye, all of them, y'all know the story where they stormed
Hmm.
into the record label, Arista, like Clive Davis, who's worked with, again, Whitney Houston, who I love. And they were asking Clive, like, what's going on? So LA Reid and Clive Davis, all of them, they had to figure out what's going on. And they got with an attorney and they worked it out. And boom, the third album came out, Fan Me. That's how that one came to
Hmm.
be because they got it together. And it's all about getting it together.
All right.
So, yeah. So, yes, that's what advice, what I would also give to anyone looking to get into the business, looking to
Yes.
write.
Know the music business. Know it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So before we let you go, because it is 2:19 and I can't keep Country Boy Kiki Fashion Dolls because he has to work. Yes, but I
I
love him
hate that. But I will
bravely
be
does.
back, y'all. I will be back. I'm definitely gonna be back.
Yes, and we're gonna set something up. So we're gonna keep in touch. But before we let you go,
Okay.
some gems of encouragement. What gems of encouragement would you give to someone that is looking to pursue music or just chase after their dreams in general?
Go for it. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. You're not gonna sound good. This gonna happen. Look, have your own mind, and if you got your mind set on something and it's the music you want to do, then do it. Like Nike, just do it. Don't let, like I said, don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody get in your head and stuff like that. Because, and if you do that, then years down, you're gonna be wondering, well, what if I would have went on did my music? What would I be at now? We don't know because you never you didn't do it. You didn't even try. You let other people get in your head and telling you what you can and cannot do, and that's not cool. And
Absolutely.
and and while you're doing it, go to hard. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna have your ups and downs like that. But don't let that stop you though. Keep going hard and fight. Eventually you'll get there.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And I see you, King David. Hi, Miss T4. This T4 girl, I gotta follow you back. So I'm gonna shoot it to you, and then you make sure you catch it. Make sure you follow back once I shoot it to you. Yes, I got a lot of people I gotta follow back. Hi, everybody. 4 p.m. Joining me, the beautiful Christy Tate. But in the meantime, Country Boy Kiki, it was such a pleasure. And I wish we could have went longer, but I can't keep him fashion dolls. He has to
Yeah,
work. I am going to bring him back on the show, and I tell you what.
yes.
I have some dates open for August. I'll bring you back August and October. How does that sound? You just let me
I'm
know.
I'm down for it. Both of them. I'm down for
Okay,
it.
okay.
But I
So let
appreciate this
everyone.
opportunity. I really
You
do.
are
I
so
appreciate
welcome.
it.
You are so welcome, my love. And this is long in the waiting. I reached out to you first, and then Mr. Ruffin went on ahead and set it up. I had no idea. So
It's
360
gonna
moment.
get it done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let everyone know where they can follow you and check you out.
Everybody, y'all can follow me. I'm on all platforms: TikTok, Snapchat, all that at Country Boy Kiki. Make sure y'all the second episode of Real Life ATL drops tonight at 8 o'clock. Make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, like, and comment. And y'all in for a rude awakening. That's
All
gonna
right.
be blown by this episode.
Check it out.
Thank
Real
you.
life ATL, and you are so welcome. Again, Country Boy Kiki, I will have him tagged. And this is the first interview for today. Again, you guys are getting two shows, two show Tuesday. This is the first one at a new time. I've been mixing my times up lately. Sometimes we'll go with three, sometimes I might do one or two. It depends on my guest's schedule. But overall, we're willing to work with it. We got it. We here. So this is the first interview. Second one will be at 4. And you guys can check me out with Christy Tate at 4 p.m. Fashion Dolls here on the gram. So head on over and subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime if you have not on YouTube. And I will see you guys after. Take
Take care, bye, y'all.
you too.